right? Some people are obsessed.
Yes.
Like, some people are obsessed with their house and their assets. Like, they'll do everything in their power to make their house look beautiful. And if you dirty their rug and like, they're constantly worried about how the house looks. Now, it's like they're not enjoying life. You gotta kind of care, but not that much. You gotta always kind of a balance. Yeah, it's a really cool kind of saying. I like it, right? So it's like, it's actually a biblical saying. They say, hold on to something, but not too tight. Hold on to the things in your life lightly, and you'll enjoy it more. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I was competing in bodybuilding, I was so obsessed with winning and being the best and trying to get to this, these goals, that it destroyed some of my relationships because I was so obsessed. I cared too much. Do you know what I'm saying? I just
Your priorities were
very, very skewed. I wasn't having fun anymore. Like, everything was a chore. Everything was like, I forgot to feel good, right? I wish I had the coaching that I have now back then. Obviously, I was in my 20s and I was young, but I wish I had that teaching because it would have saved me a lot of headaches. Now I work out, but I learn to enjoy the day, the moment, right? And this is why the transformation workbooks I'm always reminding you about is, what can I do today that makes today great? Yeah, it's okay to worry about tomorrow. Yeah, sure, I can make more money, do this, do that. Yeah, that's great. But what about today? What can that's why I like the chipmunks. Because all they worry about is now. All they care about is the almonds. That's it. They're not worried about anything else. So they're just happy to have those almonds, and then they play after. Like, I love watching that because it reminds you, they're enjoying life to a certain degree. In their little world, they're happy. And I think we can learn something from that. I think we just, I don't know what it is. I think we race through life too much.
We try to control too much.
Too much. Yeah, we want to race through life. So I think there's some wisdom in a lot of you look at some of the third world countries where they have little, but they're very happy. It was very interesting. I noticed that. My friend, he lives part of the year in Republic of Dominic. His girlfriend is down there. She lives on the island. They have enough to eat, but they don't have flush toilets, right? You got an outhouse. She lives in a tin roof house. I mean, weather's beautiful, so you don't need anything. Like, it's, it's paradise. I've seen his backyard. It's gorgeous. Bananas, mangoes, everything's falling off the tree. And they just go out and they're fishing when they catch a fish. Like, they don't even need money half the time, right? Very simple life. But they're content. Do you know what I mean? They have their garden, and they have lots of time for each other, right? Our cultures, we have all this stuff, and we don't even talk to each other. I mean, I'm just thinking, okay, so what's the point? You have all this stuff, but you're so busy looking after your stuff that you can't even talk to your neighbor anymore. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
And that's the part that I think we need balance. And that's why I'm motivated to create this vital. That's why I'm doing this. Because I want to be around people where we can encourage each other about positive things, about getting healthier, about being fit, about encouraging each other to reach each other's dreams and goals, right? Isn't that what it's about? Like, so when I first came to Canada, Mary Street was this incredible street. In 1968, when I got off the plane, it was like a dream. Like, Julian, we lived in this old house, and all the houses had been there for like 70 years. It was old neighborhood, 80 years. So Miss, Thompson and the Myers and the McDonalds had been there for 50 years. Everyone knew everybody. Open door policy. You can walk into their backyard. Oh, come on, sit down. We're having a barbecue. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, now the neighborhood is like a freaking fortress, right? Like, you can't go in the door. Everyone's like scared of each other. It's just like, there's no sense of community anymore. My professor said to me, he said, we have competing interest groups. He says, we don't have community anymore. That's true. And that's kind of why I'm involved in health. That's why, because health and wellness community, we tend to be more of a community. Like, as trainers, we tend to be more, like, I'm going to a conference, there's going to be 10,000 trainers and fitness people from all over the country. And we feel like we all kind of understand each other, you know what I mean? Yeah. We all are in the business, we all kind of get it, It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to create the same thing with you folks. Like, we care. Like, I'm here, I care about you. I'm not, I think you figured that out by now, right? Like, this ain't just a job to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, who else spends 12 hours doing this, you know? But I actually want to see you do well. I want you to reach your goals. It makes me happy to see you reach your goals. I mean, that's what makes life worth sharing. I have clients that are multimillionaires here, and they believe they own 3 houses and a yacht. They never have time to say hi to anybody because they're so busy looking after them. You know, and they're like 70 years old. Figure it out. They're 70 years old and retired, and I'm going, okay, wait a minute. You're retired. You've been retired for 10 years. You're too busy to even go for a power walk. What was the point of you making all this money? Like you're 70 years old. Your friends are dropping off like flies. They're dying.
Yeah.
And it's only when their friend dies and then she calls me. She gets kind of scared. So she goes, Dave, one of my friends died. I said, yeah, that's what happens. You know. I said, you're growing old. But I
Snooze,
said,
you lose.
yeah, I said, but listen, I said, you need to enjoy life here. Now go for a power walk. So that's the talk for so far today, Wednesday. Hope many of you got something out of it. Take care.